In today's episode, we're uncovering something every cat lover must know: the 5 daily mistakes that may unintentionally make your cat feel sad, stressed, or even heartbroken. You might not even realize you're doing them. But don't worry, we're here to fix it together. So grab your fur brush, cuddle your kitty close, and let's dive in. Welcome back to Cat Facts Funny, the cozy corner where every whisker tells a story and every paw step hides a secret. Here, we explore the curious world of our feline friends, their emotions, quirks, and all the soft mysteries behind those glowing eyes. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and join our growing family of cat lovers. Now, let's talk about something we don't often think about: what makes our cats feel sad. Cats might seem independent and mysterious, but under that calm, collected fur lies a very delicate little heart. They form strong attachments, read our body language, and react to how we treat them. When something upsets them, even something small, it can echo in their behavior, their appetite, or even the sparkle in their eyes. So today, we're uncovering 5 surprisingly common mistakes cat parents make, often without realizing it, that can leave their feline feeling hurt or unhappy. Mistake number 1: ignoring their need for attention. Some people think cats don't need other cats around. That's not true. While they might not need constant cuddles like dogs, cats still long for affection, routine interaction, and recognition from their favorite human. When we get too busy, rushing past their meows, forgetting playtime, or scrolling on our phones instead of engaging, our cat starts to feel invisible. You might notice subtle signs. They sleep more, hide under the bed, or start knocking things off the counter just to be seen. These are not bad behaviors. They're quiet cries for attention. A simple routine, 5 minutes of daily play, gentle words, or even a slow blink of connection, can mean the world to them. For cats, love doesn't need to be loud. It just has to be regular and consistent. Mistake number 2: yelling or using harsh tones. Cats can't understand human anger, but they absolutely feel its vibration and resonance. Raising your voice, scolding, or clapping harshly to stop behavior can create deep confusion and fear. To them, your loud tone feels like thunder, unpredictable and frightening. Imagine this from your cat's eyes. One moment they're curious, the next their beloved human is shouting. That single outburst can stay in their memory for days. Instead of learning what not to do, they only learn to avoid you, breaking the fragile bridge of trust. So what should you do? Redirect behavior calmly. If your cat scratches furniture, move them to a scratching post, reward the good behavior, and use a calm no instead of shouting. Remember, patience is the language of love your cat actually understands. Mistake number 3: neglecting their territory and comfort. To a cat, their home is their kingdom. Every window ledge, every favorite blanket, and every scent marks safety. When their environment changes suddenly, like moving furniture, bringing new pets, or neglecting their litter box, it shakes their sense of security. A dirty litter box might feel like a minor mistake to us, but for a cat, it's like having to use a restroom that's never cleaned. They'll hold it in, get stressed, and might even start marking other spots. And let's not forget about comfort. Cats don't love inconsistency. They search the same warm blanket, the same sleeping spot. When their little routines are disrupted too often, sadness or anxiety can appear in quietly. So keep their kingdom and their universe stable. Clean the litter box daily, refresh their water, and make sure they have cozy, predictable corners. Stability equals happiness in the feline world. Mistake number 4: not respecting their personal space. Cats are affectionate on their terms. They love cuddles, but only when they decide it's time. Many owners, out of pure love, overwhelm their cats with too much touching, too many kisses, or unwanted holding. But here's the truth: when you ignore your cat's body language, flattened ears, flicking tail, pulling away, you're teaching them that their signals don't matter. Over time, that can make them withdraw or even become defensive. The solution? Learn their silent language. When your cat rubs against you, that's an invitation. When they roll onto their back and expose their belly, it's trust. not always an open invitation to touch. Let them guide the rhythm of affection. Respect builds stronger connection than any forced cuddle ever could. Mistake number 5, overfeeding or ignoring their health cues. Sometimes love looks like treats, and more treats, and maybe another treat. But too much food or the wrong type of diet can slowly harm your cat, even if your heart's in the right place. Overweight cats often suffer from joint pain, diabetes, and lower energy levels, which can lead to sadness or depression. Cats are experts at hiding pain, so when something feels off, it's often subtle. Sleeping in strange spots, eating less, or suddenly grooming less often. These are red flags worth noticing. Taking your cat for regular checkups, keeping them active with toys, and controlling food portions shows love in the truest form. Care through awareness. Ignoring their little victories. Have you ever noticed your cat dropping a toy mouse, a feather, or even a random sock at your feet with that proud, confident stare? That's not just playtime. That's your cat showing you a piece of their inner wild heart. In their mind, they've hunted, conquered, and returned home with a trophy. It's their way of saying, "Look what I did! Aren't you proud of me?" But when we ignore these little gestures, when we just step over the toy and move on, they feel something that cats rarely show. Disappointment. Because for them, this isn't just play. It's instinct. It's communication. It's their way of sharing success with you, their chosen family. Cats can't bring home rabbits or birds like their ancestors did, so their toy mouse or rolled-up paper ball becomes their modern-day prey. They want to be acknowledged, appreciated, seen. A soft "good job, Hunter," a playful pat, or even joining in their victory dance makes them feel understood. Think about it. If your cat proudly brings you their little conquest, and you react with joy, you're not just bonding. You're validating their instincts and reminding them that you see them as more than a cute companion. You see their spirit. And when that happens, their tail rises higher, their eyes shine brighter, and their next play session becomes a celebration of trust. So, next time your living room looks like a battlefield of stuffed toys and crinkly balls, don't sigh, smile. Because that's your cat's way of saying, "I'm happy here, I belong here," and that's a victory worth celebrating together. Forgetting emotional consistency. Cats are sensitive creatures of rhythm and energy. They don't just notice your routine, they feel it. When you wake up, when you talk, when you sit in your favorite chair, they memorize those patterns and wrap themselves around them like a warm blanket. But what happens when that emotional rhythm breaks? One day, you're full of affection, calling their name with that sweet tone they love. The next day, you're quiet, distracted, or perhaps a bit stressed, and they can't understand why. To us, it's just a bad day. To them, it's a confusing storm in their tiny emotional world. Cats might seem aloof, but they pick up on our moods with surprising depth. They notice the tone of your voice, the rhythm of your steps, even how you breathe. If your emotional state changes too suddenly or too often, your cat might withdraw, not out of anger, but uncertainty. They wonder, did I do something wrong? Or is my human upset with me? Emotional consistency doesn't mean being cheerful all the time. It means being gentle, predictable, and kind. Even on difficult days, speaking softly to your cat or keeping a familiar routine can help them feel secure. They don't need perfection. They need your presence. Because to them, your energy is their home. When your voice remains calm and your actions stay steady, their world feels safe again. They purr not just because they're happy, but because they trust your heart. And that, in a cat's quiet language, is the purest form of love. Soft reflection, the cat's point of view. Imagine your cat could speak. What would they say? Maybe something like, "I don't need much, just your patience. I don't need loud words, just gentle ones. I don't need new toys every day, just a bit of your time." Cats love quietly. They forgive slowly but love deeply. And every little choice we make, every tone, every touch, every bowl of food shapes how they feel about the world and about us. Now that we've uncovered the 5 mistakes that can make your cat sad, here's something delightful to look forward to. Have you ever looked into your cat's eyes while talking and wondered what's really going on in their furry little mind? Our next episode asks just that. Ever wonder what your cat thinks when you talk to them? Stay tuned, because the answers might surprise you, and maybe even change the way you talk to your whiskered friend forever. Thank you for watching Cat Facts Funny, where every episode brings us closer to understanding the hearts behind the purrs. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with your fellow cat lovers, and don't forget to subscribe for more feline wisdom. And most importantly, go give your cat a little extra love today. They'll feel it even if they don't say a word.